Good morning, Mets fans, and happy Friday. Welcome to Driving with Mr. Met. I am Mr. Met, and today I'm going to be talking about one piece of unbelievably good news and another piece of, I guess, a tidbit of information and a suggestion or maybe an idea that I have about what the Mets ought to be spending their money on this offseason. As Mets fans, we're used to bad news. I think we've all become accustomed to the mentality that we're just sort of walking on eggshells, waiting for the other shoe to drop, or pins and needles, that sort of stuff. But I think that's what makes this at least early report so shocking. But Michael Conforto is getting what appears to be signs of a clean bill of health to be ready to go for spring training. And boy, would that just be amazing for the Mets, considering that the early projections were that they were going to be losing him for at least all of April, perhaps some of May. Some thought he might not be back till June. If Conforto's back early in the season, that's fantastic, and it's part of the reason why I want to talk about the free agent options that the Mets should be looking to spend their money on, and really how they're looking to spend some money this offseason. If Conforto's back and there's not that gaping hole in both the lineup and the outfield, I'm not saying that the lineup without the addition of another bat is good enough. But maybe it doesn't have to be better than good enough, and I'll get into that in a second. But if we don't, if the Mets don't go out and get Jay Bruce, or perhaps a first baseman who can also play outfield, like a Logan Morrison type or something somewhat along those lines, and if they stick with Dom Smith at first and Conforto's ready to go to play right field in April or even early May, maybe the Mets can get by with a Nimmo Lagares center field, right field option with Cespedes in left until Conforto's back and ready to go. The reason that I'm leaning in that direction is to save money. And the reason I want to save money is that I really think the Mets need to, if they're serious about contending, they need to go back to where they were in 2015. And that is, they have to go back to being a team that has dominant pitching and can win with pitching. And the game has changed. The game has changed a lot since 2015, particularly for the Mets when it was all about the starting pitching. In just a few short seasons, the game has become less about starting pitching and more about having a lockdown bullpen. And I've talked about this before, but that's where I would like to see the Mets focus almost the entirety of their free agent dollars in this offseason. I really want to see the Mets just go hog wild and sign like 2 or 3 legit major league caliber bullpen arms, be it a combination of Wade Davis and Addison Reed, the Brian Shaw rumors due to his connection with Mickey Callaway. Perhaps it's Brian Shaw and some combination of those other 2 guys, but I really want to see the Mets go out and get another lockdown bullpen arm and really set themselves up nicely to have a 7th, 8th, and 9th inning lockdown bullpen, and then only have to worry about filling the gap in the 6th inning, and maybe occasionally in the 7th if you're resting guys. But that's really what I'd like to see the Mets do this offseason. As far as free agent spending is concerned, I don't think you're going to see trades for relievers. That's just not going to happen. That seems to be the new gold in baseball, having a plethora of reliable bullpen arms. I don't see any team parting with reliable bullpen arms in terms of a trade. And that's where I would sort of turn my attention to fill some other gaps rather than spending free agent dollars on a third baseman or a second baseman or an outfielder. Try to acquire someone in a trade, even if it does mean parting with someone like, as Mets blog suggested yesterday, Robert Gsellman, perhaps. Even if that's the case, I know that Gsellman has a high upside, but you got to spend high quality talent, or at least potential to be high quality talent, in order to bring high quality talent back. And I would love to see the Mets get D. Gordon. I think that would be a game changer for the Mets. That would give the team the first legit leadoff hitter that it's had probably since Jose Reyes left the team after 2011. So those are my thoughts for today. Sort of a brief commentary here. If you have opinions on my thoughts, if you think I'm nuts to think that the Mets should ignore the offense and spend all their money on bullpen arms, let me know. Tell me either in the comment section below or hit me up on Twitter at Mr_Met. As always, I do thank you for watching the video. And as always, I'll close with a Let's Go Mets. And I'll add one final piece to that. I'll add a happy 8th birthday to my little girl, Talia. It is her birthday today. So, happy birthday to my daughter. And let's go Mets.